What's going on, everybody? Today I got a new video series for you today, like I promised. And I'm gonna fucking call this Recent Fuck-Arounds. And if you haven't set the tone for this channel already, this is not a family-friendly channel. Trust me, I'm gonna be swearing quite a lot. That's just who I am. So anyways, I've been having a recent fuck-around with Mountain Blade Warband. Now, what do you do in Mountain Blade Warband? Well, Mountain Blade Warband is a medieval RPG created by Worlds not so long ago, and in this game, you become whoever you fucking want. You could help a king, you could kill a king, kidnap a count like I did, kidnap counts, kidnap thieves, kill numerous fucking people, raise towns, harass villagers, save the people, whatever you want. And this game has lots of skills. Like, pretty much anything you can think of right there that would become in handy, like learning where people walk and how, how much people are trailing in their group. uh, this game. Let me start with the skills. Now there's three sets of skills here. There's weapon skills, there's tactical skills, I'd say, and there's personal skills. Well, let's start with personal skills. Personal skills are you kind of how fucking built you are, you know? Kind of person you are. If you're some sort of dumb retard who's just built like a house, four walls on each side, then yeah, that's your character. Maybe you can't negotiate with people, but you can negotiate with your fucking big ass guns. Or maybe you're the intellect type, and you're really smart, and you can just you make your way as sort of a noble knight. Of course, you have your people that you hire from the many towns you have, but you could have your noble knights with your intelligence, and you can help the king siege towns with the engineer skills. These tactical skills here that I was talking about. Now, they're gonna help you out here. Tactical skills, what they do is pretty much everything. You got Iron Flesh, which pretty much just raises your HP. There's stuff like medical skills, some that, like surgery, that'll help people from dying from specific hits. God, does that actually come more in handy than you fucking think? You can learn first aid, a whole bunch of other ridiculous amounts of skills for health, that is. Just gonna cover this piece by piece. Horse riding, archery, long swords, short swords, crossbows, pole arms. Those are sort of those little end numbers are the end skills. Now let's move on to character creation. When I came faced with this character creation, it reminded me kind of Oblivion. Now, you can't make it as fucked up as Oblivion is good, if any of you have ever played that game. But, you know, pretty fucking vast. I mean, you got so many, you could actually choose from a lot of colors from which you can, and even though there's still a preset of hair types, and yeah, you still get to move the face around so it looks different, even though you're going to be looking at the back of his fucking head usually, or even in first person if you're trying to aim down a bow. But everybody has their days, and they just sit there, and everybody just sits there for hours making their character, I'm pretty fucking sure. Moving on from that, let's talk about the story. Now, there isn't really an initial story. You start off and you pretty much you choose out your story of how you were grown up, which basically determines your skills. Like if you were a nobleman or a grassman or a knight when you were older, such so on and so forth. Right after that, you'd get thrown right into a town, right in the middle of a fucking battle where you gotta learn how to fight. And the controls, they're pretty, well, they don't really give you a tutorial, I don't think. Or at least I didn't get one. And it wasn't that hard to learn that the mouse button is what you use to shoot your fucking crossbow and tilt your fucking longsword. But the way the mouse works is, depending on how you angle it, depends on how you angle your slashes and such. moving on from that, you get thrown right into a battle. Right there, some thief just comes running right at you and you're like, yo, what the fuck did I do? Guy just fucking jumps you. I swear to God, this guy came running at me and I just murdered his ass right there. As quick as I could. I had no idea. I lost like so much health just because he was beating my ass at the start. And then, right after that, after you beat that guy, this merchant comes running out to you. And I thought he was another bit and I almost murdered his ass too. But he comes up to you and he proposes to you. Hey, I can help you. Go out there, find 5 men. Here's $100. And for each man, you can go to small little towns, or you can go to big towns like castles and stuff. The castles and stuff have more trained men right off the bat, but you don't want to worry about that shit right now. So you go to these small towns. Each person, one person, $10. I swear to God, one person, $10. Ridiculous pricing for mercenaries these days, am I right? But yeah, there's these guys. You got these little shitty guys who they do pretty good against thieves and shit, but you're not gonna get far fighting a king with a couple 100,000 people in rags and doodle swords. Trust me, I tried. So, you get those 5 guys, and then he tells you his brother's been kidnapped in some bandit lair. Now, I made a mistake, and I wasn't really ready for this. I had 30-something odd men by the time I came around to this quest. Went to that bandit lair, and there was a little more than 30. It started off with about... it started off with like 10, 15 people there that I thought, hey, we can just take these guys out real quick. Fuck those guys up for days. So we walk in, and apparently it's in between some mountains or something, and I need to sacrifice all my horses, and they can't come, and these guys can't come, and fuck, I'm stuck with half my squad pretty much. So I got half my squad and like 2 of my best men that I hired at a tavern at some point. And pretty much, I run in there, get murdered, fucking get captured. Well, I don't get murdered, but I kill a few people and everybody else runs away. And obviously, I feel like a fucking idiot because his brother's gone forever. So I never go back, and I just help this king. Now the thing about this storyline is, well, the thing about this story is I'm pretty positive it's the same on how diplomats go out, like how I think there's 5 nations. Trust me, I'm doing this off the top of my head. I am pacing in my room and I'm doing this off the top of my head, but there's 5 nations, and these 5 nations go at each other's throats for as long as you're playing. And as long as you're playing, somebody's at war. And if you're on the right side of the war side, right side, you can attack them. And boy, did I have fun. Well, I was part of the Ruddocks, the green people, and at some point in time, they started attacking the Swadians. Who are the Swadians? Well, I've run into these guys before. Swadians are the most douchebag people you could possibly find, in my opinion. It was quite a while ago. Well, pretty much I raised like 2 towns, and then like out of nowhere, counts and people just... I murdered the shit out of this count's party of like 50 people, and then right off the... like I was just leaving their nation's borders, and I get jumped by like 12 other fucking counts, and I get captured, and I got mad, and I quit the game, but that's not the point. Anyways, the story in this game is obviously the same because you gotta follow the quests and all.